And I just wanted your thoughts on Ilia Topuria vacating the featherweight title and coming up to lightweight. Do you think he's built for lightweight?
Yeah, I think he's a fighter, especially with the confidence that he has right now with those wins over Max and Volkanovski. I think, confidence is the biggest factor when you step in there. You have to believe, in yourself first and foremost. And so, yeah, I think just made the most exciting weight class in this sport a little bit more exciting.
Do you obviously, if you go out there and finish physique, there's a good chance that you get the title shot, but do you believe Ilia should get a automatic title shot against Islam?
I don't know. Haven't thought about it.
Awesome.
Doesn't matter. Again, that's one of the things I can't control, so I'm not going to put a lot of thought and energy into that.
Awesome. Thank you.
And standing opposite you is Justin Gaethje, obviously one of the most, maybe the most exciting fighter that has ever stepped into the UFC octagon. What are you expecting from Justin, and how can you possibly prepare for someone where a lot of their opponents just don't look the same after fighting Justin?
Listen, one thing I know for a fact is that he never fought with someone like me. And the only thing that I want from Justin is to him to show up in the event, and I'm going to do the rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just one more for you, Justin. Obviously a super interesting time at lightweight right now, a lot going on. This fight will impact things too. Where do you feel you stand? I know you made it clear you wanted a title shot. Are you confident that's coming?
Yeah, I mean, that's the fight that I want. Obviously I'm biased. I'm going to fight for what I feel like I deserve. But he feels the same. She feels the same. We're all biased towards ourselves. It's me or Armin. I believe somebody has to fight him this year. And I think I'm in a better spot than Armin. So someone's going to fight him. I hope it's MSG, New York City. I get to fight him, and then I get to defend it on the White House lawn. That's what I'm planning for.
Everyone is a challenge, to be honest. There's no easy fights. In the top 5 in any weight division, there's not easy fights. The only thing is that once I get the confirmation and I do my strategy, I make it easy.
And second, how are you going to knock Ilia's?
Ilia is a fucking beast. The confidence is crazy right now. I think it's a battle of momentum, so I have to go in there and fight for that momentum early and fight the best I can. Be prepared as I can be. And again, these are the most elite fighters in the world, and he's one of those guys. So, I want to fight him. That's why I want to fight him.
Yeah. The last thing for me, Dana was here earlier, and he said, look, I think the unification fight is next. That Ilia won't fight anybody else. Do you have a message for Ilia if that's the next fight?
Can't wait. It's what I got here for. That's what we do. And, of course, that's what I believe the next fight is, unless he's not back.
The question for Justin, right here. Obviously, everyone wanted this main event spot. You're the American in this historic card at the White House. You essentially manifested this. In January, you said beat Patty, unify against Ilia. You got what you wanted. I guess, what are the emotions now before this historic event?
Yeah, it is an absolute dream come true. From where I come from, we all come from somewhere, but I come from the middle of nowhere, and to represent this country on this level at this moment in my career is something that I could have never dreamt of. My first fight ever was outside, and one of my last fights will be outside. So it's a crazy life. I'm gonna be so ready. I'm so ready to put it on the line. I don't give a fuck if he beats me, doesn't beat me, doesn't matter. I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna try to knock this motherfucker out. I will be throwing missiles on the White House lawn on June 14th. I promise you that.
Last one for me, for Ilia Topuria. Ilia, obviously you got to go to the Oval Office the other day, and it seemed like you were enjoying being around President Trump, a couple of laughs at some of his comments. What was that experience like, and why were you finding it so amusing?
It was so amazing to having the President of the United States in front. And as I told him, I never expect him to be so kind, and he was aware about everyone. So, I don't know, it was a great experience. It was so nice. And can't wait to get back in there and win in fashion.
Listen, given how popular Ilia's become and just the method of victory he's had and your style of fighting, and add those two to the White House, how big do you think that fight could be between you two?
I mean, if I had any bit of a personality, it'd be huge. But I just can't. I can't lie. I can't exaggerate. It's what I do. It's who I am. It's who my parents taught me to be. But, I mean, there's no doubt. It would be the best, one of the best fights that they could definitely put on. It'll be for an undisputed belt, and I think they want to have 6 or 7, whatever. They want to have as many as possible. So if he's not back by then, they will strip him, and I will be undisputed, and then I'll fight for the belt on there and defend it.
I know what I'm able to do in the sparring sessions and the training sessions. I know how good I am. I know that no one can match my level of skills inside the octagon. And when I say this, maybe I sound a little bit cocky. You guys think that I'm crazy, but I used to prove it, that I'm the best fighter in the world.
And, a lot of people say this run that Ilia's on might be the best 3 wins we've ever seen in the UFC. You fought all of the great lightweights of the world. How does Ilia stack up compared to your past opponents?
Yeah, I think he's my second toughest test ever, next to Khabib. But yeah, those three knockouts, Volkanovski, Holloway, Oliveira, yeah, legendary. So it's just going to make this win that much more spectacular.
So, mate, that has to happen.
Ilia, down here to your right. First time back at lightweight since 2022. How did you feel you carried the extra weight?
I felt better than ever, to be honest. It was like 2 different words. I enjoyed the whole process. It was much easier, the whole training camp. And I'm here to stay.
Dana and the headliners here. Dana, I believe you said yesterday that Arman Tsarukyan will be the backup for this fight. Can you confirm that? And then from Justin and Ilia, just your thoughts on that and potentially having to prepare for another man should something happen here, which of course we're hoping does not.
Yes, true.
I have no thoughts.
Me personally, I don't care who I'm going to have in front. June 14, I'm going to break his job in the first minute, rather if it's Arman or Justin.
He has to fight with Justin Gaethje, because if he fights with Arman, I think that Arman's going to beat him. So the easiest path he has right now to get the title shot is Justin.
Okay, thank you.
Stylistically.
Mhm.